Good morning, good morning, everyone. Very not so stupid o'clock. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we get going this morning, folks, a few of the usual disclaimers. Alright, you know the drill. It is my Saturday. So that means I streamed last night, and which is why the video was not done in the evening, as is the new normal. Excuse me. And yeah, still brain dead for yesterday on the phone. So yeah, getting close to the end of January. I am working my ass off. Hopefully it counts. Um, Now, the usual disclaimers, folks. We all do have the link to these out of order DPPC incidents right there in the description box, alongside the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, plus the templates, folks. Sign your name, click on your senator, and when you're on those links, please look at the other templates, letters, and things that we are fighting, like this whole concept and idea that people with disabilities need to be remaining beneath the goddamn poverty line. Alright? We also have the ever present and self explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Now, folks, when we talk about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of peoples with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones, alright? Alright, good? Perfect. Alright, it is 7:25 a.m. in the morning, folks. I am not awake, and no, I have not had my second dose of coffee this morning. So if I stumble over any of my words, my apologies in advance. And don't forget your calming tea, folks. When it's talking about the JRC, we're talking inhumane cruelty beyond all reason, as stated by the Special Rapporteur on Torture, and complete levels of stupid that defies all logic. Now, before I get into this morning's video, just to mention, the whole fight or flight response that the behavioral lessons are supposed to kick in there for those who are suicidal doesn't work. I'm going to tell you why. When you are under constant threat, there are two ways that can go. And duration and how often this happens also factors in very heavily. On one hand, in theory, you can kick in the fight or flight response of the students when they're being threatened by the insane staff. Granted, it's possible. What you're more likely to create, especially on top of everything else, is that a person's going to be even more suicidal just to escape the bizarre hell these people plunge them into. Because remember, on top of the behavioral lessons, they are also putting in those shocks just below the lethal limit, where they are shocked if they show appropriate behavior, shocked if they're not showing appropriate behavior. So, why would this give anyone the inclination to go into fight or flight response when they know that they're just going to be punished anyway? Right? And they're punished throughout the day, they're starved, they're sleep deprived. Think on it. Think on it. Especially the duration, how long some of these people have actually been in this place. Okay, now we are going into an incident that took place, it looks like June the 5th, 2006. And of course, they're going to sit there and tell you it is a non-emergency. Internal act, physical injury, burn, scalding, burn. Again, I'll say it. If these are fucking medical issues and you're talking third to second degree burns and you don't think that's a fucking emergency, I know several people who work in ERs who would like a word with you. Just saying. Okay, so alleged summary. Facility uses electric shock treatments on clients' students, and a number of the students are burned by these shock treatments. Again, with these reports, it gives the lie to what the JRC continues to tell you that these interventions cause no harm. It's bullshit, folks. When you have people going into catatonic states due to treatment, that's not treatment. It's putting it out there for the idiots in the back. Okay, so we gotta read it. Criminal activity statement. If any information of criminal activity is revealed during the civil investigation, contact the state police department unit. I'm sorry, but the fact that they sit there and continue to tell me that these are not criminal acts makes me want to, like, I don't know, go on a throat punching spree in Canton. Just saying. Speculation. Oh, of course. Because, if it's in their program, it's not really abuse. Fuck these people. The grant reports reviewing the case on June 5th, 2000 exists. At this time, TPR grant suggests that the civil investigation proceed to obtain more information. If there is any evidence that injuries sustained by the ALV were the result of criminal activity, suspend the civil investigation and contact, the police. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane that these people do not turn these reports over to the goddamn civil authorities. But then again, they do have a cop on the payroll, so I guess how far would that actually go, right? Reporters stated that the facility uses electric shock treatments on clients' students, and a number of the students are burned by these shocks. Last summer, 2005, Blank, who was about blank, was burned so badly on both of his arms that they had to take him off electric shock treatment. They called this a GED vacation. Oh, fuck me. God, I hate these people. I try not to. I do. I try not to, but Reporters stated that Blank reported to her that they also observed some burns, old burns, or scars from the electric shock on other clients. Screened in for 19C. Case rescreened for DPPC for investigation. Okay, case came in originally as CLTSAT. DPPC was able to obtain the names of the DOBs of all the ALVs involved. New intakes have been entered with individual listed. Okay, so this morning's going to be rather short. They don't really go into it. So it makes me wonder what's going on, because usually those folks aren't exactly, they're tight-lipped, but when they're this tight-lipped, I'm wondering, you know what I mean? Every morning and every evening, I see just how deep the rabbit hole goes at the level of corruption and power this place has over the fucking entire state of Massachusetts and apparently the DC Circuit Court. It's insane. It's insane. So, this report is short and sweet, folks, and what is it telling us? Well, it's court ordered. And it's part of their program. So, yes, burns do happen, but they need it. They need it, or what else will happen? Maybe not torture. Just a thought. These folks go in at length. We saw it during the transcripts of the Andre McCollins trial to sit there and try to tell you and march their fucking Jim Jones Kool-Aid drinking fucking parents in there to tell you that these things do not cause lasting effects. But we already know that the JRC goes to great lengths to hide just how bad their treatments really are. They won't let them see their parents if they're bruised or burned or catatonic. They won't let them go see outside doctors outside the center to receive treatment when they are too freaking traumatized, bruised, or burned. So anything that the DPPC gets its hands on, you have to take with a grain of salt, because by the time they've come to investigate and the JRC lets them in, the damage has already started to heal. And that's what the JRC uses. See, they healed. No lasting damage. Sure, there's side effects, but that's treatment for you. Bullshit. Bullshit. Side effects of current medicine is not to the level of the lasting side effects of this so-called fucking treatment. You got students catatonic. You got people who, once they come out of that place, go into such great level of burnout that it's lucky if they ever come out of it at all. We regress. When we're out of dangerous situations, folks, we regress. I can vouch for this. It has happened to me twice in my lifetime. It happens. And to sit there and go ahead and tell these people, oh, it's perfectly normal, it's no lasting damage, no real harm, and it's not evasive, and we need it to, why? What? Oh, there's a word for it. It's called control, folks. They want to control us. They want to control us so that we'll be complete catatonic fucking robots who accept punishment. And this is dangerous out in the real world, as we know, because we have predators that prey on people like us. And when you got students coming from a school where they are just conditioned to accept that they deserve less than human treatment, it's a fucking recipe for disaster. And they don't care. They don't care. We're nothing more than experiments with dollar signs over our heads to these people. So how these people keep getting protected, the level of corruption that keeps this place going and still in existence is mind-boggling. And it has been there since day one. Day one. So when you have someone who is reporting burns that are so bad that they remove them off the treatment for a moment so they can heal, and yet they deny them real fucking medical care. That should raise red flags. That shouldn't be something that, as a parent, you should accept as an acceptable side effect because you like the fact that all of a sudden they appear to be normal or at least fucking catatonic. Just saying. And on that note, folks, I know it's short this morning. I'm going to go ahead and close out. We don't get very many we don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. And a few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning. And as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.